Well, in comparison to last week, was way better. So that's the goal. Obviously, we talk a lot about there are certain games where we're defending more and have the puck less, and quite honestly, that's still kind of our bread and butter. So I was happy with our possession. I thought there was some real growth there, especially in the O-zone with some of the movement and possession, and so that was nice to see. But obviously, we'd like to cash in a little more and create some more quality scoring chances and finish some plays off there that we kind of left on the table, I felt like. So work in progress. I think that's the hard part, and I keep kind of pressing on them. We've gotten a little comfortable because they're good. Mm-hmm. And because they're bailing us out, people aren't taking to heart the intensity or the puck management that needs to happen more consistently, especially down the stretch, because we're playing for things. We're lucky we can control our own destiny to an extent, but we're going to have to play better, harder, tougher. We can't just say, hey, our goaltenders got us. We're well aware of what the formula kind of looks like for us down the stretch and what we need to do, and so we got to take care of business. And so going to St. Thomas tomorrow, playing in a small sheet where things happen quickly, and being able to transition to managing pucks better than we did today, that's going to be interesting. Like I said, it hasn't taken long for us to kind of evolve a little and change. Like last year, we weren't very good on the big sheet, couldn't skate with teams, and had a hard time even skating with St. Thomas. I felt like, well, now the reverse has happened. We skate pretty well. We're possessing pucks much better on the big sheet, but I haven't seen the consistent grit, compete, winning battles, and the small details that made us good last year on a small sheet. So we're going to have to turn around and keep preaching that we need a simple, gritty effort, some dirty goals tomorrow, and make sure that we're good coming out of our end. We can't go D to D to D like we were doing tonight. That'll end up in the back of our net. It is. It's nice that she can go back and forth. But she just creates so much for us, and she just helps so much with our breakout zone exits, and her poise on the blue line and making plays is super good, and it's contagious. I thought her and Anik were very, very good, possessing pucks and getting into movement and directing the offense 5-on-5 in the O-zone. That just gives us an element, a different look that we don't have on a regular basis. So. Honestly, it's because as a forward, when you're younger, you possess the puck, have the puck, and you just have more opportunities and confidence attacking people one-on-one or possessing a puck in space, where younger D stand on the blue line, don't get a lot of puck touches, aren't being taught positionless hockey where they're moving or they're down low or they have those opportunities, and it kind of hampers their development as a younger player. So she's gone back and forth most of her career in youth hockey, and so she's good at both. She's a hockey player, and I really think that's where the game's going. We're looking for hockey players who can be positionless, who can move, who have just as much confidence on the blue line as they do down low in a corner, possessing a puck. So that's what she brings for us, and that's what really our diva core is really trying to evolve into a little bit, with Carmen's ability to make a good pass and see the ice, with Anik's speed, Larson's taking big steps, and of course, Dale Ross has always been very dynamic. I thought she did a nice job possessing a couple pucks off a zone entry and not turning them over and making plays to somebody else, and kicking pucks out and then driving to the net herself. that's a bright spot for us as far as development on that back end. So happy with that. Well, this is our third game against St. Thomas, and they don't beat themselves. They're well coached, and so, we have possession. We have zone time. We're getting shots on net. We're limiting their shots, and it's 0-0. It's 1-0. Like, that there's a tightening of that because a bounce here, bounce there, going to cost you and going to cost us big coming down the stretch with important points in our league and for the national pictures. So there is an element of gripping our sticks a little bit. Let's be honest with ourselves. This is the first time we're going through a stretch where, we're in if we take care of business. Last year we were on the bubble. It was good to talk about, but with the automatic qualifiers and everything else, we knew that you can't sit in 10, 11 and hope to get into the tournament. You have to push yourself down into 6, 7 to make sure that you're going to get one of those at-large bids if we're not winning the conference tournament.
Yeah, I think we had a lot of chances even in the first or even in the second, and we kind of wanted to get the first one because it's always easier to play when you lead. So it was obviously, it helped a lot. We feel now we just need another one and we're good. So we were just happy we got it, and finally we got another one and we just felt better. Yeah, I was super tired. I think we were there for a minute and a half almost, and I was just I was skating with the puck and I saw Taylor on the other side. I just heard 2-on-1, so just pass it to her, and I thought she's gonna shoot it, but then I know it was Taylor, so I expected that she's gonna pass it back. So I was ready for the pass. So I kind of knew she's gonna pass it back. It was a nice play by her, and I just had empty net and I just had to hit it. I did, so that was good.
What a girl. Yeah, no, not always. And after the last play, when I turned it over and gave up a breakaway, the coaches were telling me to shoot. So I had that in the back of my head, and they were really shutting down the top of our power play today. So the plays were down underneath more towards the net.
Agreement that whatever happens, and if Brian tells me go play D, I will. So, but it's always nice to play forward at least for some time, and I enjoy it. But I like to play D too. So whatever we need, I'm just gonna do.
That was a huge momentum shifter for us. Yes, JoJo definitely bailed us out on that one. Huge save by her. She played great all game. And then to come back right out of that and score off the power play, we were lucky they chose the penalty shots, then we could keep our power play. Huge play by JoJo, and then the goal right out of it, and game went from there. Have JoJo's back? Yeah, no, definitely. Last weekend we were definitely shaking the rust off from break. It was tough after not playing for an entire month. We definitely didn't help JoJo out as much as we should have last weekend, and we definitely need to work on shutting down our defense a little bit more, making strong plays out of our end. But it's awesome with our two great goaltenders, just knowing that even if we make mistakes, they've always got our back.